There's a toilet here. It is currently around 2 degrees and it's gonna be around -8 degrees when we get to the top. Whew. I'm not feeling too cold because I'm part polar bear, but if I look like I'm freezing, it's because it's pretty cold right now. My name is Hana and this is Whatchuhanado, Mount Kumotori.
Yes, family and friends, I am still that same weirdo you know from way back when. No change. I just graduated from climbing trees to climbing mountains. Mount Kumotori was the 5th and last mountain I climbed last year. Do you know where the highest spot in Tokyo is? Do you think it's Tokyo Tower or Tokyo Skytree? Nope, it's actually a mountain. A mountain? What do you mean a mountain? Well, what is your image of Tokyo? 34 million people and a ton of skyscrapers? Yes, that's right. But did you know that around 40% of Tokyo is actually forest and mountains? Bet you didn't know that. Because at first, I didn't know either. Anyway, let's get back to Mount Kumotori. So how do you get to Mount Kumotori? You wake up extremely early in the morning to catch a train at around 5:50 a.m. Which explains why I look like The Walking Dead in the beginning of this video. Via train, you take the JR Chuo line to Tachikawa Station, and then from Tachikawa Station, take the JR Ome line to Okutama Station. It costs 1,100 yen one way from Shinjuku Station, or 1,265 yen if you're coming from Tokyo Station. Of course there had to be a vending machine in the middle of a platform. This is Japan, the land of the rising sun and vending machines. Anyway, after 2 trains and an hour and a half of falling asleep and waking up to a heart attack because I kept thinking we would miss our stop, we finally arrived at Okutama Station. As you can see, there were a ton of other hikers, but we all did not climb the same mountain. There are a lot of other mountains to climb in this area. I just love the old feel and rural charm of this station. It's nice to get away from the hustle and bustle of central Tokyo sometimes. I wish I could have bottled up the air and given it to you guys. It was so fresh.
Oh, we are now at Okutama Station. It took us around like 90 minutes to get here from Shinjuku. And we are going to take a bus from here to Kamosawa, which is where the starting point of our climb to Mount Kumotori will be.
We chose to climb Mount Kumotori because it's one of Japan's 100 famous mountains, and also because I'm obsessed with Mount Fuji. This mountain gives you stunning views of Mount Fuji throughout the hike and at the peak. Oh yeah, the bus cost around 710 and it took around 40 minutes to get to Kamosawa bus stop. It was a really pleasant ride and you get to see the very beautiful Okutama Lake.
We are now at Kamosawa bus stop where we just got off, and this is the starting point to get up to Mount Kumotori.
Anyway, let's start climbing. Well, walking for now. Walking uphill. The first part was on this paved road. After a short walk, we hit a part of the mountains. It was sort of like a little taste of what was coming up ahead. It felt really strange because I thought it was the start of the hike, but it wasn't, because after about 15 minutes, we got to the parking lot of the actual start of the mountain. You can start from here if you come by car. There is also a clean restroom at this parking lot.
Okay, we are now at the sort of like the official starting point going up to Mount Kumotori. It took us around 30-40 minutes to get here. I was very slow going up here. So we're now at around 500-600 meters above sea level, and Mount Kumotori is about 2,017 meters. So we're gonna be climbing about 1,400, 500 going up. So let's go.
The hike was slow and peaceful, but since there weren't any clear resting points, it felt really long. It was nice though, there was even a place to replenish your water bottles. At this point, even though it was around -2 degrees, I was sweating, so I decided to take off my fleece jacket and tie it around my waist like a teenager hitting puberty.
It's been almost 2 hours since we started hiking up, and we're nearly at the half point. So far it's been an easy hike. The trail's not been too rocky, and it's been a gentle slope going up, but it's long. It's super long. So we'll see how long it'll take us to get to the top. So we're almost like halfway. I am tired. I'm not sure if it's because it's been a while since our last hike, but I am tired. I'm glad. We'll maybe take a 10-minute rest and then get on our way.
This is Nanatsuishi Mountain Lodge. It's a decent lodge with clean toilets, a tent space, and if you didn't bring any tents, you can stay here too. Some people stay here for the night and then summit Mount Kumotori the next day. We were determined to get to the peak the same day.
Finish using the toilet. There's a toilet there. All you need to do is pay 100 yen, and they have a Japanese toilet and a Western toilet as well. It's gonna take 2 hours from here, so we gotta get going.
We picked up the pace here since this part was flatter and fairly easy.
Whew. We're getting faster and faster. The trail is getting even more beautiful than when we started. We are now at a point called Funazaka, and it's kind of a fork going up to Mount Kumotori. I think it'll take us another hour to get to the top, and I'm so excited. I want to eat my ramen! Here, this is what they call the dancing tree because of how the tree looks like. So it kind of looks like it's swaying with the wind. So it's called the dancing tree here. I can already see the peak from where I am right now, and I can't wait to get there. I'm quite tired. Oh, look, there's a helipad.
Aside from having no designated rest spots, the signs also did not have any information of how far we've hiked or how much longer it would take to the peak. Just keep hiking, just keep hiking, just keep hiking, hiking. Oh. What took us around 4 minutes in this video actually took us 6 hours to do in real life. It was an extra long but steady hike. It was a gentle slope for the first 4 or 5 hours, and then it got steep. Yeah, sometimes I ask myself why I do this to my body. It's exhausting. But whenever I get to that peak, I'm rewarded with a view that even pictures can't do justice.
Just a little bit more. We're here, up here, and up here, and now we're up here. Whew.
After only a few hours of hard work, I'm rewarded with a priceless view. I absolutely love it. It's totally addicting. Hey Mount Fuji, what's up? Mount Kumotori is actually really cool, since the peak is right smack in the center of the line that divides Yamanashi Prefecture and Tokyo Prefecture. There are 2 peaks. The one I just showed you was the marker for the peak of the one in Yamanashi. The one I'm heading to now is the one in Tokyo.
We made it! Cool. 2017.1 meters. Yay! So we just came from the peak and we are now on our way to Kumotori, where we'll be staying for the night. My nose has officially frozen off and I cannot feel the rest of my face. So we should go somewhere warm.
We rushed to the mountain lodge we stayed in for the night, hoping we could get a good view of the sunset. But unfortunately, even though we made it in time to watch a sunset, the view wasn't as nice as at the peak. We were extremely hungry too, so we decided to eat first before having dinner at Kumotori.
We're going to eat some cup noodle ramen first and then have dinner.
As you can probably tell in the video, I really enjoyed my noodles. I barely even looked up. I only looked up when I was drinking the soup. Alive! Look at my face. Obviously happy. And just like that, it was time for second dinner. Dinner at 6 o'clock, breakfast at 5:30 a.m., sunrise at 6:40, the weather would be partly sunny, and lights out at 8:30. Please be quiet and don't use anything with fire inside Kumotori Zanso. Once again, itadakimasu. On the menu, pickled vegetables, miso soup, burger patty with demi-glace sauce on top, cabbage salad, white rice, tofu with bonito flakes, and a small potato salad. We were also allowed to get more rice if we wanted to, but with the noodles I had just around 10 minutes before dinner, I couldn't really ask for seconds. Want some? Not bad. Honestly, the food was good. Not the best, but really good. Also, I don't know why, but every time I eat at a mountain lodge, the rice is always the best. There's something different about it, not sure why, but it's so light and fluffy. Look ma, clean! And of course, once again, gochisousama deshita. A little bit about Kumotori Zanso. They have everything you'd possibly need after a hike. Some refreshments, heaters because it was -10 degrees at that time, a small store with some merchandise you can buy so you can remember your climb, and even books you can borrow and read. If you can read Japanese, that is. Of course, there would be another vending machine. Why? Probably so that you can buy a beer even after lights out. So I've changed my clothes, brushed my teeth. Going to go to bed soon because it's almost 8:30 and the lights will be turned off. Hopefully get a good night's sleep because I feel a little sore and I feel muscle pain come in, but I'll do some stretching before sleeping, so
Hopefully it's not too bad tomorrow. I need to get up early because it took us about 6-7 hours to get here. So it's gonna take us about 3.5 or 4 hours to get down, I'm assuming. Hopefully it doesn't take that long because of the commute back. Anyway, good night. Good morning. It's now around 5:20. Honestly, just woke up about like 5 minutes ago. Had an alarm on for 4 a.m. but did not wake up. Guess I was really exhausted. But we're gonna have breakfast. It's cold, but we gotta eat.
For breakfast, we had pickled radish, a cup for some tea, miso soup, white rice, salmon, and a raw egg you can put on top of your rice with some soy sauce. They also had sour pickled plums, which I love, and some adult furikake, dried seasoning you can put on top of your rice for more flavor. Forgive me if I kind of looked spaced out during breakfast, but I was still waiting for my mind to wake up. Some sour pickled plum and seasoned seaweed will do the trick. And then sprinkle some furikake, and there you have it, the perfect breakfast for Hana. We weren't able to shoot videos of our hike back up to the peak from the lodge since it was dark and we needed our hands just in case it got dangerous. But we barely made it on time for the sunrise, and trust me, this footage doesn't even do this view any justice. It was absolutely breathtaking. Kumotori Yama stands for Cloud Catcher Mountain, and the clouds were so close you could feel them. Good morning, Mount Fuji! What's up? I so didn't want to leave, but we had a bus to catch, so we had to go.
It's so cold. It's turned into ice.
It's always a bittersweet feeling leaving the mountains for me because it gives me so much healing. Bittersweet because I have a great life to go back to, but I would also never want to leave such beauty. To be out there in nature and breathing in the fresh air, there's really nothing like it. Gosh, I can only show you so much in a video. Who would have thought that this mountain would still be a part of Tokyo? And I feel relieved knowing I can always come back to this beautiful mountain. I know this video isn't as intense as the previous videos, but I hope you liked it. I'll be climbing more mountains this year and I would really love to show it to you guys. Will you let me? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, click like down below, and if you want to see more content about Japan, you know what to do. So until next time, Jane, and see you in the next video.